Hello, my name is Raj Carl B. Ersha, and I'm going to discuss first come first serve, shortest job first, and round robin. So let's begin. So the process are already sorted by arrival time. And so P1 arrive at 0, P2 arrive at 2, and P3 arrive at 4. So the CPU serve process in the order of their arrival time. So let's start by the step by step by using the Gantt chart. So the Gantt chart, since P1 start with 0, and so we are going to begin with P1. So the burst time of P1 is 5. So 0 plus 5, since it starts with 0 and runs for 5 units. And so process 2 is the arrival time of process 2 is 2 and burst time is 3. So P2 5 plus 3. So 5 plus 3 to get the 8. And P3, next is P3. The arrival time of P3 is 4 and the burst time is 2. So 8 plus 2 is 10. So to get the completion time, we're just going to get the endpoint of P1, P2, and P3. So 5 and P2 end it at 8 and P3 end with 10. And to get the turnaround time, so see completion time minus arrival time. So 0 minus 5 is 5, and 2 minus 8 is 6, and 4 minus 10 is 6 to get the turnaround time. While to get that waiting time, we have to minus turnaround time and burst time. So 5 minus 5 is 0, and 3 minus 6 is 3, while 2 minus 6 is 4. So to get the average of completion time, turnaround time, and waiting time, we have to add 5 plus 8 and 10, then divide it into 3 since we have 3 in our table. So 5 plus 8 plus 10 and divide it into 3, the result was going to be 7.67. While on turnaround time, 5 plus 6 plus 6 and divide into 3, 5.67. And waiting time, 3 plus 4 divided into 3, 2.33. So next is shortest job first. So the process are already sorted by their arrival time. So P1 start with 0, P2 2, and P3 4, and P4 5. So at each step, the process with the shortest burst time is selected to execute next, but once a process starts, it runs to completion without being interrupted. So first, C1, since start with 0, then burst time is 7. Going to put 7 in here. So next, so since at time 7, the available process are P2, P3, and P4. So P2 has a burst time of 4, P3 has a burst time of 1, and P4 has a burst time of 4. So process 3 has the shortest burst time. So it will be selected to run next. So 3, 7 plus 1 is equal to 8. Then next, the process for P4 will be the last to run since the process are P2 and P2 has a burst time of 4. So and P4 has a burst time of 42. So we can choose any of them, but we'll select P2 first at is arrived earlier. So 8 plus 4 is 12. Then for P4, 4 plus 12 is 16. So to get the completion time, we have to put all of their endpoint. P1, 7. P2 is 12 since it ends with 12. And P3, 8. And P4, 16. Then to get the turnaround time, completion time minus arrival time. So 0 minus 7 is 7. And 2 minus 12 is 10. 4 minus 8, 4. And 5 minus 16 is 11. So to get the waiting time, we have to minus turnaround time and burst time. So 7 minus 7 is 0. 4 minus 10 is 6. 1 minus 4 is 3. And 4 minus 11 is 7. So we have to get all of their average. So the average of completion time is 10.75. To get the 10.75, we have to add 7 plus 12 plus 8 and plus 16. Then divide it into 4 since the table has a 4 process. So to get the 10.75. Then next for the turnaround time, 7 plus 10 plus 4 plus 11. Then divide it into 4 to get 8. So next is for waiting time, 0 plus 6 plus 3 then plus 7, then divide it into 4 to get 4. So since now we're done on shortest job first, then let's begin with round robin. So for round robin, in round robin, each process gets a time slice. If the process does not finish within its time quantum, it is placed back in the ready queue and waits for the next turn. If a process finishes during its time slice, it removed from the queue. So the remaining time for each process is the same as the burst time initiality. So first at time 0, P1 start with P1 0. So burst time of P1 is 8. Then P1 runs for 3 units of time quantum from time 0 to 3. So the remaining time of P1 is 5 to get, but we have to subtract 3. So 0 minus 8, 3 minus 8 is 5. Then P1 is placed at the back. Have to place it in the back. Then at time 3, P2 start burst time P4. So 4. So the remaining time for P2 is 1 since 4 minus 3 is 1. Subtract it 3. Then for P3, 9 minus 3 is 6. So 1, 2 time is 3. 1 to time is 3. Then for P4, 3 minus 5 is 2. So P2 runs again. So P2 runs for 1 unit of time from time 15 to 16 and complete. P2 is removed from the queue. So P4 runs again, and P4 runs for 2 units of time from time 19 to 21 and completes. 21 and completes. Here's the 21. So P3 runs again. So P3 runs from 3 units of time from 23 to 26. 23 or 26 is the P3. So let's start with the completion time. So the completion time of P1 is 23 since it ends with 23. And for P2, 16, P2, 16, and P3 is 26, P3, and P4 is 21. So to get the turnaround time, we have to subtract completion time and arrival time. So 23 minus 0 is 23, and 1 minus 16 is 15, 26 minus 2 is 24, and 21 minus 3 is 18. So to get the waiting time, we have to subtract turnaround time and burst time. So 23 minus 8 is 15, and 15 minus 4 is 11, and 24 minus 9 is 15, and 18 minus 5 is 13. To get their average, we have to add 23 plus 16 plus 26 and 21, then divide it into 4 since the table has 4 process type. Then to get the 21.5, then for turnaround time, 23 plus 15 plus 24 plus 18, then divide it into 4 to get 20. For waiting time, 15 plus 11 plus 15 and 13, then divide it into 4 to get 13.5. So that's all. Thank you for watching.